Ready to move on to the next thing?
I am
Let's hope
actually,
it's
yes.
Let's hope it's less. See what you hover over and it changes, so you know where to go.
Righty ho! Now I seem to recall that last week, you destroyed the Leng device, so all good, and you defeated the creature from before time, and an awful lot of berries left over, which is okay. And,
now, wasn't destroying that device what the Lang wanted us to do?
The Leng spiders, I do believe, did want you to do that. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It was our Saturday game, wasn't it? Our Saturday game. I had a very VIP viewer.
Ooh.
Yes, and we begged him to please send Doswalk an email explaining to him the importance of the Benny economy.
Shane Hensley said he would.
Wow. I didn't realise Shane was watching. I feel self-conscious now.
Shane was
that was on Saturday.
It was on Saturday.
Oh, that's okay then.
Right. So yes, I haven't had the email.
Never let an opportunity like that go to waste ever.
Okay, so the fight. I think the fight must only just be over because Jelsa was still shaken and wounded. So I've got rid of the shaken, but she's wounded. So I shall share the map, and over to you guys.
All right, so I'm allowed to poke things with stick again now, am I?
Well, yeah, but I never told you couldn't poke things. Just be careful what you poke, and I see you got over your snit enough to come and join the rest of us, Randy.
Well, somebody had to help you out, didn't they?
We were coping.
You got bleed on you, by the way. You want to do something about that?
It's just a scratch.
Oh, just a flesh wound. Well, maybe Stunty can help you with that.
What's all this stuff down here?
Hell, what's the hell?
The
equipment
the device
that was creating the Leng portal.
I sit still and stop squirming.
Your hands are cold. Well, that would take off the wound.
It certainly would. There we go.
And we lose shaken once the combat's over anyway, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, I can't remember what the wallpaper was before this one.
Wasn't it just a smaller version of the same logo?
Quite possibly.
With less gems.
Quite possibly.
I don't think we had a logo.
No, I just put it there because it looked too plain without something. I mean, you never see it. You know what I mean? The screen's always covered up, but you never actually see it. But it needed something when you first connect.
Kind of like the title.
Indeed.
So, was that what we were here to do? No, because we need to find that bloke that keeps appearing and vanishing, don't we?
Yeah, we're here to take care of Karzog, but if you remember we ran into those Ling things when we first got here, and they asked us if we found the machine to destroy it because of binding them to this plane or something. I've got to admit, I wasn't really paying attention because...
Right. Okay. I suddenly got paranoid. I hadn't checked if my speech was working. It wasn't on Sunday. Very annoying. Do this now. I'm shutting up and letting you carry on, please.
Right, well, we've done that then. If that's all we had to do here, let's go and find this Karzog chap.
I think this is in slices, if I can remember rightly.
There's a gap where the camera goes above my frame.
Slices? What do you mean? Like it's a pie?
Yeah, like it's a pie.
Well, if it's like a pie, why can't we just cut out the bit in the middle then?
Because I think that's where we came in. That's the exit, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry about killing Angel, fella.
So that was the front door. and then people came in here.
Go
That's-
back past
That's
the
all
window.
bedrooms, isn't it?
I think party view is off again.
New campaign, isn't it? Let's have a look. The
Big throne room.
fact is, I think it isn't off. It's just it hasn't recorded where you've been from the last. Because you remember the campaign blew up.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because I can't see anybody else. I turn off me, and I can't see anybody else or where they've been. There we go.
Yeah.
No. Definitely didn't just turn that on. Definitely didn't just turn that on.
Oh,
We
okay.
haven't,
My
haven't
mistake.
been. By the way, we haven't been in here yet.
Correct. We've not been on the other side of that throne.
So I'll wait for everyone to catch up with Dondrad. Or I tell you
But
what's
what I
on
mean
outside
by
that
slice
room.
of the pie is, I don't think that you can walk all the way around the circle.
Oh, the
and then-
ruby room, and while we're waiting for the others, Joseph tries to scoop up a few more rubies.
You can scrape them
Yeah.
up. It just takes a few hours.
So I don't think you can walk around the circle on the outside. I think you have to keep going back to the centre again, and then each it's subdivided into slices.
Like spokes.
Oh,
Well,
like
I
that one
sort
other
of-
horrible place where it was just one hall after another, and you have to go back to the
Thank you.
beginning and pick another one.
Maybe
Aye.
it's a recurring theme. It's just that the weird bedroom. Somebody was complaining, why would you have a bedroom off another bedroom? And eventually it was a dead end, and we had to back our way out.
So you're saying we're going to just find more bedrooms?
I don't know.
What is it with Thessalonians and statues and bedrooms?
Shall we open this door?
They're lazy but self-centered.
All right, I'll stick boot in.
Stick boot in. Okie dokie.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, him again. I stab him. And even before he starts talking, I go in and stab him. Oh, will you shut up? We are not interested. Bugger off.
Go on then. Yeah, missed.
He's a humanoid. I'll re-roll.
Yeah, missed. Or when we say you missed it, you basically it doesn't appear to have any effect as you swing the weapon at him.
Yeah, I'll charge in there.
And so the fools have done. I must draw still cards. You are much more persistent than those
You know, you'd be a lot scarier if you didn't talk like you have mush in your mouth.
You are more like hungry. Death awaits you.
I'll try to hit him harder.
Go on then.
You're still coming.
Right, I'll re-roll.
666. Oh dear.
That'll do.
You seem to like it.
Will you be corporeal so I can stab? Oh, that's better. You know, I'm thinking they're
Okay.
just as boring as statues.
A pair of outrageously sized beds, each over 40 feet long, lie against the far wall of this enormous chamber. A towering stone table, flanked by equal oversized chairs, sits in the centre of.
It's another bloody bedroom.
Yeah, but I don't really want to meet what sleeps in a bed that big.
You killed it.
Oh,
I was going to say, I think that's just another one of those giants.
Yeah, I think it's one of the it's just another bedroom, isn't it?
Remember, you were having a
Sleeping.
fight, and then halfway through the fight, someone else appeared. That's because he stormed out of that room, came through the doors you've just come through, closing them behind him, and then strode into this room where you killed him.
Right, well, another bloody bedroom.
These doors should be open because you've been in those, and that should be open. Been in those.
So that should be the central staircase then.
Let me just borrow you a sec because you should have line of sight. There you go. You have yourself back, Dondred.
So yeah, so now we're back in the centre. There should be a door off somewhere.
Yeah, it's door here.
All that was the entrance way.
If you're going to go for a door, you just stop when you get to the other side. Otherwise, I have to lock tokens and inconvenience all the people that didn't keep up with you. Don't move while everyone catches up.
There was no other doors in that big curve.
It's very disconcerting when I go to grab myself and I go running off without my mouse. That was you, was it?
But I thought there would have been a door in that curve.
You try making a curvy.
And that's why you don't get paid to think, Dondred.
Well, there should be a door. There should be a door in the curve. I always goes back to the same adage. They didn't have proper plasterers and they couldn't do it.
That's an adage. What
Yeah.
weird adage.
That's it. It's masonry second
More
class.
of an
That one
adage.
comes
What
from.
do you expect?
Oh, it's more bloody giants. Right, can I kill this one, or am I supposed to talk to it? Or do we wait and see if it tries to hit you first, Sparkle Tip?
What giant?
They can't
Why
see
can't I
me
see it?
around the corner here.
I can't see anything.
There's one right there.
Yeah, let's kill this giant.
There is? I honestly can't see anything.
Because you don't have party vision.
Party vision is on.
Yeah, you.
Oh, they're going first.
I could see exactly where your arrow was pointing, but there was nothing but empty space there. Still is.
The center of the token is just out of your line of sight. I think is what the issue is.
Maybe if I... Oh, I see. Yeah, if I click onto Bert, I can see it. And then if I click back to myself, still. That was rather weird. Okay.
Just gonna
Ooh, those dice are very pretty.
I'm going to throw a rock at Bert. I think I hit.
Can we assume they're hostile then?
I'm not throwing rocks at you. I'm pretty sure you.
I just made a Bert pancake. I know he's not dead because he's hard as nails, but he just burst a huge rock just comes hurtling towards Bert that will cause considerable damage unless he evades it at the very last second.
I had a screen pop up, but it didn't actually roll, so I will make a roll.
Vicky?
Right.
That's absolutely fine.
Manual dice entry is on, is what the problem is.
Oh, I haven't turned that on, have I? No, I haven't. That's a per user setting, so you've turned that one on, I'm
Oh,
afraid.
did I do that?
Someone's lost the plot. They're spinning like there's no tomorrow.
Okay, I'll soak one. That's fine.
Okay, you barely evade the boulder, and basically there's a huge crash as a boulder lands where Bert was standing. And Karina, you're next. Bert is well, he's not prone, but he basically Bert's Bert obviously from a game narrative perspective is not prone, but basically Bert is basically pulls himself away where that boulder nearly landed on top of him. He's still taking quite considerable beating from it. Over to you.
Okay.
Holy sugar.
Let's have some fighting music.
Yeah. I will just move. I'm gonna have to run to get close enough.
divided up your movement there. There you go.
Mm.
Oh, did you do the whole? You did the whole 8, so you wanted to go to. Well, you got 2 more inches of movement. You decide where you want to go after that 6.
Have I? Are you sure? Because that was 8. It told me that was 8.
6.
Cool. Well, I'll do the hit and then decide if we go further.
Good call.
Okay.
Targeting is enabled for you.
Thank you. I was trying to select weapon. You know what my sheet's.
Indeed, you see, this is why I do all the targeting. The only downside, of course, is basically because I'm feeling I have to help you, then I feel less inclined to give you a witness. At least that's the new excuse I'm using.
Well, looks like I'm going to be spending a penny pretty quickly with that pathetic roll. Well, never mind. I'll just move slightly to one side so I'm out of the line of fire for the rest of the group. I'll be
Sounds good.
blocking their attack.
I assume Amber's going to stay back out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, Dondrad, my F11 keywords, I'm so happy!
Congratulations.
It was painful over the weekend. I just thought I'd risk it today and it worked, so I'm so happy! Dondrad moves around the crushed boulder.
Roll off, Bert, and see if I can use a wand of healing on them.
Okie dokie.
Or
No,
maybe not.
You can't use the wonder healing on him.
Well, here's
You
one
hit-
wound.
You heal a solitary wound upon Bert, taking Bert down to 2 wounds.
Get him out of the danger zone.
Danger zone! Shaken is removed.
Okay, well, I got a whole bunch of these, so Bert's going to use a potion of healing.
Okay.
Just a regular, boring one.
Okay, that takes you down to 1 wound.
And then Bert will... Yeah, Bert will go ahead and shoot his bow. What the heck? 2 actions. And shooting the bow. And...
Hits.
Yay! Ooh, nice hit. Yeah, okay.
The Shaken Giant.
Yeah, that'll work.
Brooks.
Snooks is going to come up here and encourage Jelsa with a little purring and so forth.
She'll ruffle.
There you go, Jelsa. +1.
She'll scratch between his ears.
Reach.
Okay, it's over to me, is it? Just gonna wait. What? I do hate the way it takes forever to date. Oh, it's the other person who sleeps in that room. Judging on his size. He's 40 feet tall. Okay, so he's gonna move to there. Okay, he's gonna have to run then.
Ooh. I don't suppose it could be, assuming I survived that long.
Actually, he does. Well, is he gonna run from? Is there not there? Actually, I've got a better idea.
You know something? I don't think the vision system's working correctly.
You're not.
No. If you double click If you click on, let's see, you click on Dondrad a few times to put party vision on and off. Sometimes the characters, the bad guys appear, but then they appear in the dark. Why is that?
I don't
weird.
know. I know not. Did that work? Yes, it did. Stay still and do not attack. No, it didn't work. Let's try that again. Stay still and do not attack, Arena.
I won't go to attack Arena anyway.
No, that's what basically Arena's just basically been puppeted to take no hostile action and just stand still. So that means
Okay.
it's not that basically means obviously at the beginning of your turn you get a spirit roll to oppose it, but it's there's no penalties because of course you're not being forced to do anything that would not necessarily be natural. You know what I mean? Attack any place
Yes.
or anything. Yeah,
Yes.
quite evil in that regard. They shouldn't be there, so I'll turn those off, Rannick. Don't know why they were not on.
Rannick gets over here, sees all of the bad stuff, and goes, "Oh, bugger." Well, you lot can hold still then, can't you?
You get one of the three there.
Do I have to cover the round bit of it? Do I?
Yes, indeedy. I made round tokens, so you have to cover the round bits.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm just going to be
Much like a bra.
large. Yes. I mean, I know you can do a large, but it's just you'll have to pay for it. Is what I'm saying, basically.
That's all right. Nipples it is.
You just needed a bigger cup size. That was all.
Yep. That's why the Little Mermaid wears seashells. Seashells aren't big enough.
Oh God, that's awful.
Right, I will. I'm going to bind all of them and give them a level of fatigue. And am I going to do anything else? Bind them, give them a level of fatigue. No, I'll be fine with that. Need to that.
I know you get them later on, but mystic powers are more powerful than arcane backgrounds.
Yes and no. They're more reliable, certainly, but they're a lot less flexible.
Agreed, but they get to totally ignore arcane resistance.
True.
Which is a very powerful ability, in my opinion.
That binds all of that lot. And can you give each of them a level of fatigue as well, please?
Don't want to.
Well, I can't put the fatigue effect on.
Don't want you to fatigue them.
I can wound them instead.
I have to be honest, I've reread that. I'm not sure you can apply fatigue unless you put the damage effect on Entangle, because if you read it, you have to cause damage to cause fatigue.
All right, I'll put the damage effect on as well.
No,
then.
I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it 80 adventures into the campaign, but I'm going to get a clarification on it, is what I'm saying, before we do the next one.
Oh, well, you're on the subject, on the same question, can you ask the clarification to the officially, when you lower trait, does it affect? So if you lower vigour, does it lower toughness?
Yes,
it should do. It does.
Oh, it used to.
Yeah.
Is it never stated that in the rules, and it does now in supers?
But if your vigour is lowered, it then affects derived statistics.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right. Favourite enemy and its sneak attack. By any chance, is this any kind of transmuter? this Warden of the Wind?
Don't believe so.
Transmute.
Okay, so I don't use the Bane. And I moved more than 4 inches this turn, so could you add 4 to that damage, please, for my Rhino hide?
Should have done it yourself. I don't feel I should.
Well, I'll re-roll. It's all right.
You're such a pouter.
I could. Slash DMG 23. There you go.
Already done it.
Well, I
I'm in a
did it.
funky mood today. I'm sorry.
You asked me to do it, so I did it. I was being
I
helpful.
appreciate it. I've already given you a Benny. I wasn't giving you another. There's Jelsa Sparkle tips.
She's going to tiptoe up to the corner. Yeah, 3 of them. And I don't even have to spend extra to avoid my.
Do not.
Hey guys, want to have some fireworks?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm gonna Benny that. Oh wow, I hit him with a raise.
It's big. But it's huge.
Well, then I probably won't Benny it. I hit them all. Okay, then the first one is to hit with the raise, so I won't do damage. And the second one without the raise. And then the third one. Well, gee willikers golly!
You turned into Thelma.
Into who?
Thelma from Scooby-Doo.
What the bloody hell was that?
Okay, I'm gonna do the one with the raise one time. And then she's gonna duck behind the corner and go, oh, you were that good.
You don't have Arcane Tricks to 3, do you?
What's Arcane Tricks to 3 that you do?
Get an extra d6 damage on each of those rolls because they're all vulnerable. Lets you do sneak attacks with magic.
Steve.
The Arcane Trickster 2 lets me do 1 sneak attack a day just randomly, but I didn't know about it.
But that still can't be done with magic attacks anyway. It just lets you do a sneak attack a day when things aren't vulnerable.
And she's gonna hide back around the corner going, you take care of them, Rannick! Those things you can hit!
Oh, hang on. I can't do that, can I? They're
No, you can't.
No, I can't. I have to retcon that. Sorry about that.
I was going to wait till you spent all your bennies and then tell you. You know it can't move, don't you?
That was on a 12 and it slid off. I'll spend the Benny here instead then. Instead, we'll throw a rock at you. They like rolling 12s when they throw rocks. Have you noticed?
They do, don't they?
Oh, what? You roll a 2 and get an 8.
I'm not sure how I got an 8. Rolling a 2 should be a 4, which would still soak.
Did you put a manual? Oh, you must have put a +4 in from the rhino hide, and it didn't do it.
And it didn't do it, and it did it on them. But I've got vigor D12 +2, so a 2 is still a 4, which soaks the 1 wound.
I'd agree with that. New round. Let's see what we get now. Arena going first is what we get.
Cool. Okay. Well,
so, you're just going to stand
Amber-
there and do nothing.
Amber is going to run up to me and try and snap me out of it.
Okie dokie.
That's Amber's run. And she, knowing that something's wrong, is going to jump up at me and try and get me to reconsider.
Never yield.
Yeah.
Okay, we're puppet is posed. With success, you automatically evade. Don't. This includes an action. Your character won't just stand idly if he knows the
That's-
offensive. Oh, actually, I was mistaken. You won't stand idly if you know your friends are in danger. So that's like I'm mistaken on that score because you only came to check.
So, what does that mean for me?
Well, obviously, I was just checking. I couldn't remember if you got to make the spirit check at the start of the round or at the end of the round. I was just checking. This includes an action. If it knows, if a raise, you harm yourself in others, but you think it raise, only mine now. Successfully, you don't carry out the.
She's going to come in. Sorry, I didn't.
Anyway, so
Well,
she gave right. Yeah, basically, you get to make this unmodified spirit check at the end of all that. And you break
Great
free
stuff.
of the you break free of the puppeting, but yeah, and I think that means you can act. As far as I'm concerned, you can act normally.
Right. I wish to shape into an Earth Elemental Elder.
Oh, I've just had a very nasty fall. Would you like to guess what module I haven't loaded?
It's all of the things into.
Yeah, it was a mod.
What module haven't you loaded?
The one that Bert spent all that time creating.
What with all the
The module of shape changing.
Yes. I can't remember what it's called.
Wild shape?
well,
What a sensible name.
the effect is in there for Earth Elemental Elder.
Is it?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm looking at it now.
I'm typing the word Earth and it doesn't work for me.
Well, page 4 of 6, shape change Earth Elemental Elder.
I've got 2 pages of effects. How have you got 6?
I don't know, unless they're ones that are in that I had stored in mine already.
Yeah, I've only got 2.
I've got 4.
Okay, so no, obviously it might be something you can load locally. Oh no, it's a module. You should be able to load.
Thank you.
Thank you. This makes my life easier because I didn't want to read. I really didn't want to. I really didn't want to have to kick you all out 2 adventures in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
only some of us have got loaded. I take it whoever's got the module open.
Yeah, it says SWPF shape change.
Yeah, I've got that module loaded.
Oh, hang on. If it's a
Wouldn't
module, I'm thinking of extensions. I can load it, can't I?
Activation.
Yes, I'm being stupid. I'm having a moment where I forget the difference between extensions and modules.
It's been a rough week. We'll let it slide.
Okay, so I think I fancy. Right, okay, so you're an Earth Elemental, which makes you size 9, which means you become space 2. Yep. And I've got a new token for you, which even looks like it's a it's a druidic earth elemental token. There you go. By the way, it didn't. Right, 2 things. 1, it didn't resize you, and 2.
In my book, it says the size 8, but there's a difference between 8 and.
There are them.
Or possibly it was put in for casting with a raise.
Possibly.
Ah. Okay, I am Groot.
Could be an earth elemental. The token.
That's fine. I think it's cool.
I just thought I like the green text around it, which me says
I do too. I think it's awesome. Me?
druidic earth elementals. Okay. Huge is normal size 1, size 2. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. It's decided to not let me accept your move. It just decided instead to leave the arrow there. So I'm just going to close the map and come back in, and then accept your move. There you go.
I'm going to have to close the map and come back in as well because it won't take the thing away from. But that's the end of my turn, which I will. There you go.
Warden of the Runes is size 8. Guard should be. You should be 3. That's. I thought you looked small. Try it again, shall we? We've got to get these things right, haven't we? Got to get these things right.
That's like it.
Mr.
Yeah, I
Alex,
look big enough to fight him.
Yeah, actually, I just finished watching the Christmas special. Talking of Groot, I did enjoy it.
I'm just going in
Oh,
and
not
cancel
seen
your
that yet.
move. I've just been in and cancelled your move to get rid of that circle. Still got the arrow though. For some uncanny reason.
You have to close the map and reopen it to get rid.
Right, so Rannick moves into the middle there, spinning his spear as he does so. Well, come on. That's a big arrow.
I've never worked out what decides the size of an arrow in this game. It seems to be random. With different people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please.
that's a very big arrow, as the bard said to the cleric.
Well, Joseph's got tiny arrows because she's only 3 foot tall.
I've had enough of that music. It gets a bit repetitive after a while.
Right, so let's do the +4 damage and hope it rolls this time on that one. Don't think it'll matter really that I put the +4 damage on that particular one.
Not adding the modifier, is it? This it is. I see it at the end there.
But it didn't add the wild attack. Oh no, that's because I thought. Yeah, I put the wild attack effect on, but it's not given the +2 damage.
Oh, good. You bugs.
You know what it is? I think party is reversed. I really do. I think it's backwards.
Well, then the other one, which doesn't get 4 damage, but I will put in the +2 with wild attack. No, that was a hit roll, Tavis. You're an idiot. Let's try that again.
I now have the full Fantasy Grounds, by the way, Black Friday.
Ooh. What did you have? Were you using a freebie before?
Yeah.
I was on the free one. Yeah, now I'm capable
Oh,
of GM.
you were taking advantage of my ultimate license up until now. Obviously, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
So I was talking to some people and they said, yeah, Foundry is better because, you know, you got all the modules free. And I said, what do you mean module? And then it turned out he means extensions. I says, well, we don't need an extension. And he says, oh, yeah, but we get free 15 free modules. And I mean 15 free extensions to make it work. And it doesn't fully work. And they save £24 for doing it. So they save £24 and they have to debug it every time they play.
Wow.
And it doesn't do everything. I'm thinking,
Okay.
Yeah.
how does that work?
K having ultimate now means that I get my laptop back when they're running games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
bought
Only I'm
Ultimate,
running
did you?
with Deadlands, and I have to say, you know, wasn't exactly put in smoothly.
Did you buy an Ultimate
Yes.
license? Did you, or just a
Yeah.
standard? Wow. Yeah. Ultimate. Yeah.
I got an ultimate license in lockdown so that we could carry on playing our games and my players didn't have to
Yeah.
buy
Ultimate,
either. But
yeah.
now K
Yeah.
got one so that they don't have to borrow my laptop for prepping and stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
It was an awesome deal for people, that Black Friday deal.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was.
Oh,
Oh dear.
how annoying is that? Well,
I
I'm not
think
going to
that's
complain.
awesome. It's nice to see crit fail somewhere besides us.
Yeah.
And that it makes it means the fight will go faster, so I'm not really complaining. Oh, and Jimmy Bunker's not watching, so you're not getting bennies.
Yeah. Whoever put in
I'm
Deadlands
gonna
Hell on Earth
tell. I'm gonna
Reloaded.
tell Shane. I will email Shane and go, Shane, you promised to tell him about the Benny economy.
When
Don't
Shane
forget,
tells-
you can still
when-
spend Benny to unshake.
Can I if I critically fail?
Yes, you can.
You're not spending the Benny to re-roll. You're spending a Benny to unshake.
That's a very good point. I like that. How's that for being generous?
Yeah, you can always if you critically
Two
fail a
bennies-
vigor
Two
roll.
bennies would be more generous.
I see. It's like that, is it?
But hey, he still didn't get out of the binding. No, now he did.
I forgot
20
to
should
turn-
do it, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to turn on the multi-action penalty for that, so I will turn it on now. But at 17 still breaks free of the binding, so that's okay. So he says, "You like fireworks? I'll give you fireworks." And he breathes sparkle. He breathes a shower of sparks.
He breathes shower of spark. Is
He
that a
does.
breath weapon?
It is.
Which you can't do.
Full action.
It's a full action. You can't multi-action and use a breath weapon.
Fine.
This is where the GM does the breathing spark.
I'm having those bennies back.
Hang on, I thought your rule was that you gave people bennies when they pointed out a rule you'd forgotten.
Yeah,
And that means
was
that's two, because you'd clearly forgotten that one as well. So.
That's long ago. Nowadays, I don't give a monkeys.
Those days are far beyond.
I'm just going to hit arena instead, or not. There we go. Oh, Don Jones, I apologise. It's your go. I skipped you by mistake.
Righty-ho.
Let me award bennies to everyone who deserves them.
I have a feeling that means not me.
I am just being silly and petty today for fun. I've given up the ability of trying to actually fight you anymore, so I've got to find other ways to make the game enjoyable.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Think we'll have heat over here, and then we'll have one over here. Oh, what the hell? We'll do Snookums as well. Why not? Snookums is right. We were going to cast Smite, just a regular Smite, but we're going to smite with 6 points of armor piercing it to curse their armor.
You mean your standard smite?
A standard Smite, but I'm going to cut with 6 points of AP on it.
That's what I mean. Your version of not standard smite. Your standard smite.
Yes. So on everybody, I'm cursing the metal.
I didn't get the raise.
It's okay. Don't need it. So it's just +2 damage to all of the above. Okay, think.
Oh, I should. Cool.
So then
Sorry.
you have to add AP6 to everybody.
I'm going to add those. I'm so going to add those in when I remember to update the rule set next.
I curse metal, I enchant swords. I am the Lord of Iron. Behold.
Okay, Amber appears to be puffered. Cool.
Arena, but everyone. Okay.
It needs to be not AP, AP +6.
No, it's not. If you actually read it, power has AP2. It's AP2, AP4. It's not plus, it sets an AP.
Okay.
I'm reading it there.
Righto.
It says the power has AP2 for one each additional point. So I don't think it stacks. I think it's meant to replace. Is what I'm trying to say. With interpretation, obviously, if you get Mr. Clint to say I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. And I could well be right. Warden of the Wind. Warden of the Wind is here and is not entangled. And tell me how much they've got in their bag. That sticks. Okay. I've got 5 left. Just gonna throw another rock. I'm gonna throw a rock at the dwarf this time. I'm just gonna throw a rock at the dwarf this time. And miss. And miss. But you're up.
Okay. So the Warden of Runes, is he fire-based or evoker? It sounds like he was trying to breathe sparks.
He also used Puppet.
He's a transmuter.
Oh, is he? I should have had even more damage against him then, but never mind. I'll remember that.
You didn't ask.
I did actually.
No, you asked about the others, not him.
I apologise.
Otherwise, I would have looked and pointed it out. I'm not trying to. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't.
It's all right. I'll remember that one. I'll remember that next time I hit.
Apparently, no. He qualifies as a transmuter for a domineering weapon bane effect.
Okay.
Which is interesting because the giants, the wardens, the wardens of the winds, all have innate fly. They don't count as transmuters, even though fly is a transmutation effect because it's.
But he's a fire giant, isn't he? Isn't the Warden of the Runes a fire giant?
No, he is not. He's a tiger giant.
Wow.
Tiger, Tage. How do you pronounce it? You know that.
Tiga.
Oh,
Tiga
giant.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tiga giant. Yeah. The other word for tundra, isn't it?
Okay. In that case,
can he jump really well?
I don't know.
Is this a bad joke?
No, he's not a Tigger giant.
See, the wonderful thing about tigers is tigers are wonderful things.
I called him a Tiga giant by mistake. Oh no, sorry, he's a rune giant. Actually,
Ooh.
he's a rune giant, not a Tiga giant. I lose track. There's so many blooming giants.
Would that get all three of the bad guys without hitting any of the good guys?
That would only get
No.
one of them based on Kev's. It's got to hit the circle rule.
Oh,
But
does it have to hit the circle? Okay.
but then if it's got to hit the circle, you then
well,
if
yeah,
you don't
if
hit
gotta the
Arena's circle,
then I'm good. Yeah, I'm way good.
Which is what I'm doing there. You see, that's what I was. I was trying to be nice and actually do it. You see, aren't I a nice fellow? But the only
yeah,
problem with
yes, the GM is a nice fellow.
the only problem with the circle rule is, of course, you're square, so that's a problem. Better way to deal with that.
Yeah, the circle, the square, whatever. Yeah, I shoot a magic arrow. Bang bang. Extra damage, extra fatigue. Let's go ahead and go ahead and no, don't worry about him.
Square tokens make sense when you're sticking to 5 by 5 foot grids. Savage Worlds, it doesn't work like that.
Okay, so extra lingering fatiguing damage.
Let me get you extra helping machines with that, shall we? Go for it. I should have. I've come to expect it. Well, limit hell. Look at all those dice rolls.
2, 3.
Oh, forgot to target. My bad.
Who was that on? Warden of the Wind Captain. That's fine, thank you. Warden of the Wind Captain. Down here. Shakes the Warden of the Wind Captain, that will. Warden of Runes is unharmed.
That would have been on number 2, but for some reason it didn't apply it. Fine, be that way. Let's go like that then.
Wounds on number 2.
And I will re-roll for the Warden of Runes, please.
Warden of Runes, hold fire. Then let me apply the Warden of the Wind Captain.
By the way, right, why has he got AP +2 on that die roll?
Because this is not my magical weapon. This is just a spell.
Oh, right, okay. Bother.
Ah, much better.
He's got some bennies. I'll spend one on that. Oh, okay. I've got a 6. 7. He soaks one of the wounds, and he's on 4 wounds, and he is shaken.
Okay, and then Schnooks will see that his claws are glowing. He'll kind of do that little flex thing and then smile.
I just noticed you made your token round. It doesn't look very good. Go back to square, mate.
Yeah, for some reason the square border's still on it, and I'm not sure why.
That's because the rule set is set player tokens to be square.
Ah.
You actually have to change. You actually have to make a rule set change to make tokens round for players.
Really? Wow. Okay.
I mean, an extension, but you know what I mean.
Okay, Snooks will have to run to get there. It's just outside of his walking range.
Absolutely fine. Schnooks runs that extra inch. What we'll have to do if it comes to arguing, if it not arguing, but if it comes to a discussion about 5 buttons, and it comes to a discussion about if you're in the circle or not, we'll just have to place a 1-inch circle over someone like that. Do you know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
What do you mean if you're in the circle?
Snooks will spend a penny for that.
Schnooks will spend a penny. Schnooks spends a penny. And that was a good spend of penny there. Schnooks, 2 hits instead. Roll that damage. Did I APC? Actually, that was a poor damage roll, Strux. That's a better damage roll. Oh!
Let's go ahead and spend a Benny on the one crappy damage roll there.
Go for it.
Not enough better. Okay.
Strux has one belly left.
Yeah, we're gonna save it. Doink.
That's a good move. Mills Jelson's sparkling tip. Over to you.
Well, she's gonna duck around Dondrad to get in range. And she's gonna do something she never done before. She gotta try this out.
Dear me.
Well, whatever it is, it looks like it worked.
Yeah, and it comes back to my hand. Now, I checked the Arcane Trickster, and it's just the regular Arcane Trickster. Once per encounter, even though they're not vulnerable or subject to the drop, I can use my sneak attack. So I'm going to add the extra.
Yeah, go for it. Sensible use of sneak attack at this point. Yeah.
Well, you don't do your once per thing on it because that one's bound anyway, so you get your sneak attack on it anyway.
He's not bound. He broke free.
Oh, well, you still left it on him.
You remember he rolled a 17.
That was the rune giant, not the captain.
Oh yeah, sorry. The captain's still bound. I didn't realise.
Yes, and that's the one that Jelsa's attacking is the captain.
I didn't realise Jelsa was targeting. I wasn't paying
And
attention.
now it's not letting me just add a D6. I'm not sure how to do this.
You have to because that's a dagger which you'd add D4s to the damage with a right click. You have to build a sub attack with the extra damage on it.
That, or if you just hit, go ahead and click your raise die and go from there.
No, but
I
hit with the raise.
I hit with the raise, so I was going to add the extra damage.
What was the hit with the raise?
There you go.
Yeah.
So you fix it for me?
Yeah, if you build a sub attack, a sneak attack with an extra D6 on it, you can then just roll that damage.
Already done it.
Oh, I'm going to do that again.
So how come that's AP1?
Because did you cast?
This is my cold iron dagger. It's accurate and returning.
But did you? You don't forget you've got to cast it on a specific weapon. So if you didn't cast it on Jelsa's, I'm not going to argue why it isn't working, but that's another question. But the point I'm trying to make is
yes, I know that, but I'm just mithering about the.
I suspect it needs to be AP equals 6, not AP 6, doesn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Which means Snookham's attacks probably would have done better too, because there's no AP on those at all.
Okay, I'm just redoing the damage, and because I've spent the Benny, try one time.
I'll give Shookums a Benny by way of apology.
Wow, this is a crappy day for damage. Okay. Oops.
Right, I'll change Shookums to +6 and we'll see what happens.
But the dagger come back to me.
It does indeed. The Warden of the Wind is no longer shaken. The Warden of the Wind swing a
so shouldn't that be against
Whoa.
I think the Warden of the Wind broke free.
I think so too.
In fact, what I think happened is Jelsa threw her dagger and it cut the Warden of the Wind free. What the bloody hell are you doing, Sparkle Tits?
Hey, but I had to check out this cool dagger. Did you check out my new dagger, Rannick? Well, it's not new. I've had it for a while, but
I'm a little busy. There's a bloody giant here that's going to try and smack. Ow!
Oh! Stand back. Let me deal with it.
See what happens when you don't pay attention, Rannick?
You can go off some people, you know. And you, bloody stop that!
Okie dokie. You that was me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, okay, round number 3 with Dondrad going first. I'm going to see where the Warden of Runes is and spend one of his bennies to see if I can get a better card. And the Warden of Runes
Funnily
gets a
enough,
King
I
of
was thinking-
Diamonds.
Oh, good God! Yeah, I spent a penny and I managed to duck underneath the 3 of diamonds and draw an extra 2.
Excellent.
About
just-
bloody typical.
And since Bert had the 3 of clubs already, there were only 4 cards below the 3 of diamonds.
Yeah, I found one.
Oh, dear. Amazing how it goes like that sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the combat deck is getting low because we haven't had a Joker yet, so that we are running out of cards. There's only 23 cards left in the combat deck.
Right, fine. There. I've got a 10. I'm still not ahead of you.
The 2 of clubs and the 2 of clubs is still in the deck.
Well, I'm not going for another one then.
Anyway, Dondad,
I was
you
actually-
move to the. Wow, Dondad is wildly attacking. He's wildly attacked, Dondad.
Ooh.
Oh, he's got glowy holy dice.
He's a paladin. But, all that damage. The Warden of Runes is unharmed.
Notice there's only 2 points of AP taken off that.
That's it. His AP to 6. Maybe Fantasy Grounds doesn't like setting AP to a specific number. Okay, let's try AP plus 6. This is Fantasy Grounds telling you you shouldn't actually. This is Fantasy Grounds just telling you what you shouldn't do is spend all this time and effort improving AP of stuff because it don't work.
Yeah.
That worked, didn't it? Okay, so yeah, it doesn't
Mhm.
That did.
ignore. It has to be plus 6, otherwise Fantasy Grounds doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to ignore the second one. This first one should have been against 16, apparently. Means you do, in fact, wound him, Dondrad. He's now
armor's-
taken. He's
His
taken
armor's
f-
been cursed.
he's
Cursed.
taken
Cursed.
5 wounds.
I
he's
shall
still
run up and
standing.
stab him with the falcon. Take that, you fiend.
Indeed. And the Warden of the Runes.
No, we're playing Savage Rolls, not Tunnels and Trolls.
Shakes. Okay. Here we go then. He's getting
Somebody's
upset.
sweep.
He's getting upset.
I want to go.
You know something? The dice really hate me today.
How big is the Warden of Rune?
Bigger than me.
So at that size, he gets a point of reach as standard. And if he's just done a sweep, that means it hits everybody within reach, which means it'll attack the Warden of the Wind as well.
Stats do not give him an extra point of reach.
Doesn't it? Okay.
It's a moot point because he missed everyone anyway.
Hmm.
Even after I rerolled it. And I've got no mercy to give me +2 damage on rerolls. Warden of the Wind Captain is not bound. The Warden of the Wind Captain sweeps. Now there's enough targets to make it viable. He doesn't have improved sweep. -2 when he does this attack, isn't it? I will
Hmm?
I will have him wild as well because difference. Stab him anyway. Why didn't it target everyone else there?
Because you only targeted me.
No, I targeted everyone, but those stupid.
Oh no, there we
points
go.
go wrong.
They're coming in.
So
Hit Snooks.
Poor Schnooks is the only one that gets hit. Oh dear. Good job we gave Schnooks that extra penny back, isn't it? Why the hell did that target you after? I don't know. Okay, I've hurt Snookums. I feel bad now, and I'm blaming you, Rannick, because you made me do it.
Schnooks will spend one of his bennies, obviously.
That's enough to keep him alive. He's got one left if you want to try again.
No, we'll go with that.
Irina, you're up.
That is bloody ridiculous.
Your dice is as good as mine today.
Yeah, I am betting that.
One thing I can do.
Oh, come on! I'm going to go and salt now.
I have to go throw my dice away and get a new. Yeah, she pointed that out last time.
No, I pointed that out on a different thing last time.
Although Warden of the Runes hasn't entered its turn, neither is Warden of the Wind Captain. Technically. Oh no, it is. In that case, why? Oh, ignore. Just ignore. Obviously going. And I'm going to go away now. Little weeping.
Gelsa, you're up.
These things are really, really big, aren't they?
Ginormous.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's going to go running, screaming up there with her scimitar and stab it in the knee.
It's really big. You're going to stab it in the shin.
In the shin, whatever. Maybe sever its, like, tendons.
Achilles! Go for its Achilles!
Yep, you hit it on a 3. Roll for damage.
Damage is what's been crappy today. I'll Benny it one time.
Not that it made any difference on that. Don't forget it's vulnerable, so you get your sneak attack.
It doesn't have an AP bonus.
Does it get the...
Sneak
I get the sneak attack?
Yeah, don't roll yet. Too late.
It would have. Yes, it was vulnerable because it wild attacked.
Gonna stand there waving her scimitar with her pink hair just standing on it and screaming at it.
You shake it.
So these things are both at least size 4, yes?
No.
No?
Oh, hang on. More than the wind.
Yes.
Yes. Size
they're
5
at
and
least
size 8.
Good. That's fine. That's what I wanted to hear.
Totally biddy effect thing are you doing now?
What I'm doing now is trying to find a combat edge.
Giant killer.
That's the one. Just can't remember
I'm not
what.
sure if you might be too tall to take it.
No, I'm not. They only
It's a matter of
It's a matter of how much bigger than me they are. As long as they're 3 sizes bigger than me, I'm size 1, they're size at least 4.
Okay, that's what I meant though. So yeah, you're okay.
Which is why I can do that.
Which is why I said though, because you know what I mean. Because normally it's for the -1 size individuals to take that edge.
Yeah. Oh, there's an even better one in the advanced player's guide for them. Called up and I think it's called up and under.
Up and under, yes. Which usually is basically what Jill's trying to do all the time.
I'll have a wild attack as well.
Yeah. Jill's new next character should take up and under.
And then Rannick will move to the back of the giants, vaulting over the dwarf with using his spear as a pole vault. That'll do very nicely. And
Want to make
both.
everyone depressed.
How to make everyone depressed?
You want to make everyone depressed. Hit with a raise.
No, I don't think I do, because they're vulnerable already.
Rain the size of the planet.
Yes.
I need to. Because I do need to do more damage.
There are times when it's probably quicker just to type /damage and just key it out than to create sub attack.
Preaching to the choir.
If 37 points of damage doesn't hurt him, he's immune to all damage when the GM sulks.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And the other one. Yep. Okay. So I have to admit, actually, there was saw a YouTube video about GMing when players are above 10th level and have to. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, hang on. Let's retcon that. He wasn't injured, was he?
No, he hadn't been injured yet, so he's taken 4 wounds. But
actually, interesting. Why does he think it's 3 wounds now? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, probably because the toughness went back up.
Probably.
There we go. He's got 3 bennies. I might as well spend them.
I would like there to be something to hit after spending all the PowerPoint shape changing.
Well, I'm sorry. The only thing I'm good at is hitting stuff. So you and Jelsa keep telling me.
Hey! I've not said that at all. Don't bring me into.
Okay, he soaks 2 of the 4 wounds and is still standing. There we go. So there's something still left to hit. This Bert kills it. Bert, you're up.
That's... Oh yeah, Bush.
We're not that tough. This party.
There's
50 Fathoms campaign that we finished earlier in the year. The players were between 29 and 33 advances each.
We're not that tough, says the guy with 16 toughness.
Well, yeah. I could have higher toughness. I know several ways I can raise my natural toughness.
Oh, good grief. Apparently I am just not supposed to... Oh, that's not the shooting die. That was supposed to be the damage, you bloody Marsa Frexa Brexa.
Well, that's a bit of luck, isn't it? Because a critical fail there could have been quite fun. I would have had great delight in shooting Rannick. Unfortunately, it would have been more likely to be done. It would probably... No. No, it'd have to be Jelsa. I couldn't choose them.
Let's face it, it would have been Rannick, and Rannick wouldn't have noticed, because where there's no sense, there's no feeling.
Okay, so that's another wound upon the Warden. And these dice definitely seem to work better, so I'm going to have to stick with the smoky dice at the moment. And Schnookums is up and alive, and the giant's shaking if Schnookums back out, or if Schnookums feels...
Yeah,
really
Schnookums is definitely going to back out. Come over here and kind of curl up in the corner.
Think of... Ooh, someone got a Joker.
Yeah, Benny.
Yeah, but it does mean you spent all those power points and Rannick's going to finish the fight before you get to use them.
No. No, because Rannick, after what Arena said, complaining about not getting to hit and what have you, Rannick is going to try and grapple the giant.
You can't
I'll hold it still so I can...
Hey.
I don't think it is.
Are you telling me that a toddler can't grapple a grown-up by holding onto it?
There's a size limit. I thought it was no more than 3 sizes bigger than you.
No more than
toddler-
3 sizes bigger than me.
a-
Yeah,
a
it's
to-
size 5, isn't it?
A
That's all right. No,
A
it's
toddler
fine.
A toddler can grapple an adult, but let's face it, when it grabs the leg, the adult can carry on walking down the road with the dog.
It's all right.
Dad always used to do to my sister.
I shan't grapple it with my arms. I shall grapple it with my hunter's snare.
That's fine.
Although hasten to edge, you can actually grapple it with your arms, but it would be classed as a support role because that giant would have to react.
Actually, you may not generally grapple a foe more than 2 sizes larger than yourselves, unless you have exceptional reach or strength on their side.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
you can treat it narratively. You can do it as a support or a test.
Yeah, but since I couldn't actually grab it, I shall entangle it with my hunter's snare.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to jump up and grab its hair to pull its head back, giving Arena a nice open place to go at.
I accept that as a narratively that works as a support role. You can still grapple.
Do you want that to be a fighting or an athletics for support there?
It's your call, isn't it? As the player, you justify which one you want it to be.
Well, they're both exactly the same, so I was just going to go with one of the two. So let's go with athletics. So I leap up and grab the giant's hair, pulling its head back to expose the neck, giving Arena a +1 to hit.
Oh, I must have. Hang on. Hold up. Those roll, though, isn't it? Oh no, it's
not because I'm supporting.
It's a support role. I'm being an idiot. Shut up. Ignore me. And the Warden of the Wind remains shaken and has no bennies left, and neither does the GM. Arena's up. Hold up. You can do.
I'm holding up. Don't you worry.
Don't roll the. Now you can roll the damage.
Damage? I would have thought I'd need to roll to hit first.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll the attack, but you can't roll the damage, but now you can, is what I was trying to say, but I managed to concatenate that into now you can roll the damage.
Concatenate? I don't know what that word means, but I like it. Looking for...
Can you discombobulate it?
Sure. Got any...
Not for another 8 minutes. It's still before 9 o'clock. It's not after the watershed.
But you're not allowed to discombobulate until after the water.
Not till after the watershed now.
Right, okay. This is obviously some strange new rule I was not aware of, but...
Mary Whitehouse does not like discombobulation.
Doesn't she?
No.
On a more serious note, is she even still alive?
I've got no idea.
I think she is, unfortunately.
Because she was huge in the 80s, but that's 40 years ago now. She was grey-haired back then.
True.
You have to wiki it now.
No, she died in 2001.
I would, yeah.
I forgot to add the +2 bonus from Rannick. Would that have made a difference as far as raises? No.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't.
Didn't think so. Changing to Earth Elemental dice seems...
Though having SWAT put onto the combat tracker and the extra +1 would have made it a race.
Do you get SWAT? Yes, you do. So that does make it a race.
Shall I just click my raise damage?
I just roll damage. I've already done it, but by all means, nothing stops. Oh, that was a 12 until it rolled over to it. Still a wound.
I contributed.
That's its 4th wound. Okay.
Come on, can Amber do it? Can Amber run up its leg and rip its throat out?
No, because Amber is licking Schnookums' wounds to make Schnookum
Feel better. Bert, you're up.
Sorry, one more shot. Come on, Bert, finish it up.
That's a hit with a raise. And he's next to the explosion, isn't it? So
Can't seem to get crap for damage, though.
Tell me about it. It sucks.
Yeah, okay. I poke her, but don't do a whole lot with it. Snookums is going to lay there going, "Meow."
sir.
Well, she's already got the scimitar standing there screaming, so she's going to slash at her lower leg again.
Okay, it's vulnerable, so you get a sneak attack. Hit with raise. Roll that damage. There's an 8 in there. That's looking promising. Oh!
Probably accidentally slipped and cut an artery or something.
That is Jelsa for the win.
Giant-sized giant! And I dodged before it can fall on me.
It's all right. I've got it by the hair. I'm going to put it back this way.
See, that's how you do it, Rannick.
Right. I'll bear that in mind. Rannick stepping to one side as the giant collapses to the ground. If I ever have to fight a giant, I'll stand back and let you deal with it.
Well, you did with that one.
That's right, Sparkle. No, that's right. You continue to think that. That's fine.
I do love this. I do love this new feature of when you start typing a phobia, instead of, and it adds. You start typing an effect in. Sorry, and what the combat tracker does is instead of actually adding an extra line, it basically scrolls up a line. So therefore, you can't see what you're typing anymore.
Oh joy!
It's a really fun feature. I really do like it. I think it might catch on.
You reckon?
That's a new element of.
That should be.
It does what?
Were you asking me, okay?
It scrolls the wrong direction so that you can't see what you're typing any longer. It's very helpful in most cases.
I'll have to test it later on.
That one off and that one
I'm
off.
just perplexed by vision at the minute.
Okie dokie, there we go.
Well, Jelsa was going to run back here while she's still all excited and go, so what's back here?
Twice here.
Oh,
I'm following, hoping to find something worth.
I may well. That's fine. That's okay. I was just checking something. That's fine. Making sure there wasn't it down on somewhere. Okay. What's that? Okay. Yes, here we go.
What's back there? You tell me.
Oh, look, it comes around back to Bert. Hey, that's a circle back there.
Well, you know what they say. What goes around? Let's see what's in this door.
Oh, I see. There you go. Doors and curved walls. These look like
it's an empty chamber. It's empty. It's an empty chamber.
Are all these little things empty chambers? Because I'm going along these doors one at a time, kicking them
bedrooms
open.
again. We've got now we're into minion bedrooms.
Well, at least it's not bedrooms of bedrooms.
I bet you these big double doors are more interesting, and she shoves one open.
I'll look the tokens for a second because I need to mark one because if you're just running around all over the bloody place at the same time, so I can't see where the fornication you're moving to. I need to make a slight graphical adjustment of rooms. So when you get to the room, you know that room's important.
have just shoved a door open because they got all those single doors, so and there's nothing but boring stuff, so she figures the double doors would be cool.
Right. So I will now unlock movement so you can go again. And
oh, this is boring back here too.
And now I'm going to lock them again. So, Dondre, can I have a notice check?
I noticed.
Corridor of wardrobe.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Not a problem. I really wouldn't worry about it. It really doesn't mean that you should be truly concerned in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. I'll waste the penny.
No. It's fine. I'm
Fine, totally fine. Nothing to say.
Yeah. In that case, stepping out and over the corpse of the angel that you didn't notice lying in a pool of its own blood in the doorway, steps an individual. Looks like that. It takes one look at you and grins evilly.
He's got a rune on the end of his stick.
Does indeed.
I didn't notice. Too distracted by the.
I've just got to do the stuff. I've just got to do the stuff I do before the fight starts, because apparently when you trigger the alarm, he recasts a few spells. Fun. You lucky. You lucky people. Okay, so he does that. So then what does he do? So he does that when the alarm sounds.
Ah, son of a gun! I just remembered something.
And then he also does these two. Okay. What have you remembered?
No, never mind.
We got a raise on that. Nice. Okie dokie. And then what else does he do? He then also... Oh yeah, he does that as well. Oh, that's a shame he didn't detection on that one, did he? That's a shame. A raise, I should say. It's just straightforward. That.
I'm going to throw an extra power point to maintain my spell.
Okie dokie. Okay, that's all good stuff. And then that means he spent that many power points before we roll for initiative. Right, all sorted. We can start the fight now.
Okay, while they were all wandering around doing all those things, Bert was doing some healing between me and
Yes.
Snooks.
I completely accept that as perfectly reasonable. I shall assume I'll let you spend the requisite amount of healing, as it were. I've seen you roll them there, so I'll assume you perfectly healed up, didn't you? Okie dokie. So the last thing I need to do is make a. Well, the first thing I do is basically, because I'm afraid Dondrad failed his notice check. I get to attack him while he's surprised. Of course, it will probably be very loud, so the rest of you all know something's coming. Okay, so he basically sees you coming, Dondrad, so he decides to curse you with a death curse. I'm definitely going to have to Benny that.
But since Dondrad's got his helmet on, he couldn't hear it, so it doesn't take effect.
Indeed. So, you get to make a spirit roll. In a poo spirit roll. You only need a 5.
Who's only need a 4. So
5. He got a 5 on his roll.
dwarf.
Oh, fair enough.
Just too stubborn.
Right, you're fine. You are not cursed with a death curse. Okay, now we shall start combat. Obviously, he's an arrogant so-and-so, that this wizard, so he shouts the death curse at the top of his voice. By the powers, die! And you just stand there and you okay, Arena, you are first.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
But you're up.
Bert is going to step around here. Don't think I've quite got clearance there, so I'll have to shoot a phase arrow to try and shoot. I can kind of see him, but not really well.
Yes.
So I'll just go ahead and make it a phase arrow to avoid the cover and shoot.
Sounds sensible to me. These arrows so cool. Oh, look at that. You hit. Oh, wounds. Well, this is a short fight, isn't it?
You literally never saw that one coming.
Yeah, indeed.
Because the arrow just shoots at a wall and poof.
Yay. Takes a wound. Snookums, you're up.
Okay. And Snooks is hearing yelling up there, so we're going to go ahead and do some running.
Well, that's a nice long run.
Yeah, Snooks will run to there, trying to catch up to go help Dondrad.
Okay. You're still running, so you're up.
Well, having heard the screaming and shouting, really not having seen the arrow, I will run to there.
Okay.
And is there any lighting down here, or is it only our own dark vision that lets us see what's going on?
I seem to recall it's lit because dark vision's not kicking in for anyone, so there's innate light.
No, it is for me. I can only see things to the range of my dark vision, I think. Yeah.
We're in the dark.
You're in the dark, yeah. You see the range of your dark vision.
In which case, I can't see him because he's too far away for me. So I will not be able to shoot him because I can't see him.
Actually, thinking about it in hindsight.
Well, dark vision is 10 inches, so Bert probably couldn't see him either. If there's no light down here. But then, if the giants and things don't have dark vision, they would have been at penalties to throw rocks at us for the dark. So
I think I know he most certainly has dark vision. Yeah, there's got to be an innate light down here. Actually, in thinking about it, the giants don't have it. Doesn't say it's pitch. You know what I mean? The giants have low light vision. Make it dusk. Let's make it moonlight. There you go. That does mean you could potentially shoot him, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but we'll skip it for this round. I'll assume that I got round the corner and took a moment to gather my wits about me, which gave him a chance to unshake.
Have you, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to take a multi-action penalty. I'm going to cast a barrier. You know, someone hates me today.
Do you know what it is?
What?
Rather than sending you an email to explain the Benny economy, Shane has just cursed your dice. When you start giving out enough pennies, your dice will get better.
Actually, yeah. That's... Oh, damn. I don't know what happened there. Well, actually, thinking about who this guy is, I think the problem is I'm using the wrong dice. That's the problem.
Your dice not evil enough.
Well, I thought they looked evil, but let's change the dice for the spells. Okay, so I'm going to drop that there, and then I'm going to do that. Rotate it like so. Then I'm going to be I'm going to have some real fun with that and put works for me. Oh, it's because I never do it right. Let's do it right, and then it should work. I don't know if it's actually flickering, but it's meant to be a flickery wall of fire. So wall of fire blocks off the corridor. 2 power points. And then I am going to power points. Failed, for crying out loud. Great power points. Oh, might work. Mind you, last time we tried this, it killed everything. I think I've killed my combat tracker again.
Oh dear.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum-dum. I know what I should have done in hindsight, but it's too late.
Well, there it goes. There it goes.
Didn't do what I intended it to do, so what I'll do instead is
What's in that? Was that not appearing then? Was it?
what wasn't appearing?
No, I'm saying I thought that was just about to duplicate there.
Yeah, that's what was meant to happen. Didn't work, so. Come on. Hang out loud. Maybe I should have just let him stay on his own card. It might work better. Moving these guys around definitely seems to break things. Come on. What's going on? It's just spinning.
Yeah, I think the probably best thing to do is to create the clones as allied wildcard extras.
Okay, so he's not a wild card, so he doesn't have bennies. When you summon them, they're not. When you summon a copy of yourself, they're not wild cards, are they?
So you could take them as allied. You put them on the party sheet as allied characters, and then people could put them on their character sheets as allied.
Yeah, no, but I've only just decided he's summoning as a copy of himself.
So.
Sorry about that. Summon ally power.
Just drop it on as a separate sheet, so a separate monster.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that for every bloody NPC. It's actually fine. It's just adding him to be on the same card as another one. If I just let him have his own card, the problem doesn't happen. It's when you try. It's the grouping tool seems to really slow down on the combat tracker. It's
What
the
you
same number-
you're creating them and then try to group them?
Yes. I'm trying to read, so stop talking to me until I finish reading, please. I'm going to start screaming in it. Same number of character points after subtracting. It cannot use summon ally, but its skills attributes are 1 die items. That's what I thought it was. So all I need to do, put in here, make it not a wild card and do trait minus 1d. And that will mean that works. It has identical mundane equipment, no magical qualities, so he doesn't have masterwork ability and he doesn't have the Psyhedron ring ability. And there we go. Brilliant. Now it's his go. He has the same number of power points as his boss had when he summoned. So he's going to step out. And he is going
After
to...
reducing for the summoning.
Exactly, yeah. They're both on the same number of power points.
Okay.
Then he is going to bolt Dondrad. Missing. And then it looks like it's Dondrad's go. There's 2 of them now, Dondrad. 2 for twice the price.
2 for the price of 1.
Well, his bolt should be down to -1, but I forgot to do that. So before you do anything, I'm just going to move back up to here to spend the power point to move back down to you. I didn't even need to do that. I thought there must be a way around it. I just worked it out. Okay.
I'm going to target him and I'm going to do Dispel Magical Powers to see what we get. Now, activating a magic item is a free action, isn't it?
No, it is not. It is an action.
We'll need to check that for Sunday. Well, in that case, I'm going to multi-action and cast its Dispel.
Don't forget that whole drinking a potion then attacking is a multi-action.
Right.
Yeah. Activating activating a magic item is an action.
Yeah,
right,
it's a free action, but it is still an action.
Does it get a multi-action penalty?
Not a free action to activate a magic item. It's an action. Otherwise, you could unactivate multiple items. It's an action, not a free action.
Yeah, so there's no role for it, is what I meant.
But if it was a limited free action, you could only do it once.
Yes, but it's not. It's not a free action. It's an action.
The only reason why it made me think of it is because obviously on the Sunday game, I've got a character who specifically cannot do that.
Action that requires a trait roll is an action unless it says otherwise.
Well, whatever your decision is, remember on Sunday, mine is that +1. So imagine that when you say that character must take 2 actions to action a magic item or something weird like that.
Yeah, it would do.
So yeah, in that case, it's going to be multi-action, and the first action is going to be Dispel Magic. All. And I'm not happy with the 4. Sugar. Well, I'll take the 4. Yeah, you was going to beat that easy peasy.
Great sight.
Okay, second action, throw an Iota Stone.
I'm intrigued. You're going to throw an iron stone at him?
No, you need to throw it in the air.
Oh, you're going to throw it in the air? Yes, of course you can. Sorry, I was going to say, I was very confused there for a second. What, you're going to enhance his magical abilities?
No, you throw an Iota Stone in the one and it then goes into orbit.
It orbits your head, yes, like a little moon.
Yes. So
What's that? What does it do?
It makes me immune to magic.
You really nab one that makes you immune to magic.
Yes.
Brilliant. That's
And
obscenely brilliant.
but it's worse than that. Any spells cast at me, I absorb, and it puts my magic points up.
That's brilliant. That's ridiculously brilliant. Oh yeah, the pale lavender ellipsoid.
I actually paid for that. Somebody had to actually give me extra gold for that. It cost a fortune.
27,000 gold pieces. I, in hindsight, I would have to say that's my mistake for allowing you to have it in the first place. But that's fine by me. I don't mind. Joss, over to you, sir. They miss.
Well, Joseph's way back here, and she hears the noise, and she's going to come running out.
You can teleport.
And not get very far. Well, hey guys, where'd everybody go? Well, and I'll get right to there. No, I'm back.
Yeah, but you're missing a trick here. You see, you get to there, you can see what's going on. You can now, with a -2 penalty if you want to, cast teleport, move another 12 inches, can't you?
True. Well, I can do it with the -2 penalty.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, this is the thing. It's like, oh, you get to there, that's enough so you can see where you want to teleport to. So if you want to, you can now cast teleport and move another 12 inches. Oh, cool. Really? You don't have to, obviously. Wait. You don't have to, obviously.
Yeah, well, that's going to fail anyway.
Yeah.
Damn! See the trouble you guys get into when you lose Leave Me Behind.
Indeed. Okie dokie. New round then, with Arena getting the Joker.
Woohoo!
For the record, obviously, a far barrier does not stop solid objects.
Indeed. Rannick is a solid object.
It hurts you when you run through it. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I have been known to be pretty solid.
I might get there before the fight's
I like the sound effects. I need to give you a Benny. I didn't give you Benny for the sound effects earlier.
Thank you.
Mr. Rannick, sir.
Okay, so Rannick is going to run. And he's going to forward roll through the flames.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
5 points of damage aren't going to do anything to you.
No.
By the way, you owe me a ring.
I owe you a ring?
You owe me a ring. I gave you a ring to look after once.
What ring was that?
The ring for the very, very first dungeon we were ever in. That I couldn't bear to destroy, couldn't bear to throw away.
Oh, aye.
I
It's
can't
probably
wear.
sold that long ago.
In which case, being as he is somewhat distracted by Dondrad saying that, as he finishes his roll and gets up to his feet, he goes, "Oh, aye. Yeah, ring a tour rag, that, weren't it? I'll just have a look." And he starts going through his pouch looking for it.
I was going to say it makes you immune to the firewall.
Yeah, but I'm not wearing it.
Chelsea, you're up.
By the way, you better somebody.
He's got too many bennies, but he needs one for that.
Yeah.
He's got to. You can't not award.
You don't worry. Don't worry. When you get married, somebody else will manage the rings. Don't panic about it.
Hang on.
Was I supposed to put the multi?
Please say that Jelsa can see through the fire barrier. Because as Jelsa runs up there, Rannick will have finished going through the pouch, and he's down on one knee because he's finished his roll, and he's now holding a ring up to Dondrad. There you go.
I can't see through the fire, but I come. I'll make it better for you. I come running up there, and I can see that you had rolled through the damn fire like a freaking moron.
He's now
And I'm
proposing to Dondrad.
And now I'm down on one knee, and I'm holding up a ring to Dondrad.
And oh, he's going to get himself killed before the wedding, and I'm going to try teleporting to the other side of the fire.
Okay.
Oh no, not give it to me! I said, just give it to me.
Imagine. So you still got your narrative, Paul Rannick.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
she-
Rannick is pressing the ring into Dondrad's hand, and Dondrad's trying to give it back.
He appears to be proposing to Dondrad, Jelsa.
I'm gonna snatch the ring and go, what the hell are you thinking?
Well, the ring's in your inventory now, Dondrad. So you can give it to Jelsa if you want.
Oh dear. Right. Okay, so
I'm gonna look up and see the guys at the end of the corridor and go,
right. I'm not going to. He doesn't know what your ion storm does, so I'm not actually going to change what his action would be. I need to just check the exact ruling on the stone, because I can't remember. Because
If you give me a penny, I'll tell you what you're looking for.
Okay, no, magic absorbed must be a single targeted spell. Okay, that's what I thought. So that you will be affected by this spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I could have got a penny, so I thought I'd ask for one anyway.
I'm just going to do that, really, aren't I? So I'm obviously going to cast Blast with a raise. Obviously, that actually hits more than just Dondra. That also hits Rannick and Jelsa. Blast cost me 3 power points.
At least Rannick can invade.
I can.
Invade.
Yeah, you don't get your bonus, do you? Because you don't know it's coming. So, you know what I mean, if you only get your bonus to it if you see it coming, and a sort of a spell explosion means you don't get your. That's to you.
I will Benny it.
Bonus. Yeah, I'm just trying to work it out in my head. Yeah.
Why did that make me use pennies? I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Just we'll leave 2 out just in case you need both of them.
I didn't.
That's a 4. You didn't need both of them, so I'll give you 1 back.
Thank you.
So you avoid the blast, don't you?
And the closest edge is going to be putting me to there.
That's absolutely fine.
So as Jelsa snatches the ring away, he casts the blast, and it all goes. I want to roll forward and kind of be collapsed on the ground. I'll go prone quite happily for this, and look up at him and say, "Can't you see we're in a moment?"
Okay, Dondrad, yeah, you dive free, but the explosion literally, Jelsa and Dondrad find themselves in the center of a fireball, and I'm very specifically saying a fireball because certain people get bonuses, I believe, if they want to use certain items against damage from fire, don't they?
I was about to say, can I spend a penny to modify the narrative there slightly, and say that Dondrad has still got the Ring of Torag held in his hand, and therefore gets the +4 fire resistance as it goes into the ring, so he only takes 2 wounds rather than the 3 that were rolled on him.
And I think Jelsa's in the same boat because don't you still have the fire gem?
no, Jelsa already soaked hers.
Yeah, but don't you have the well? Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. But I think you've got the fire gem, which negates 4 points of damage, doesn't it?
I will happily throw a
I
penny.
don't think it's energy damage. Let me go look.
Okay, that takes it down to 16 points of damage on Dondrad because he's still got the ring. I like that. You've got a armor fortification, don't you? You get 3 reroll.
Yes. I was just.
Everyone's dice sucks. I'm going back to my proper dice.
Oh no, it is fire damage too.
I thought it was. Yeah.
So what do we need to roll here? We need to roll a 4 at least, don't we?
You need a 4 to negate 1 wound and 8 to negate both wounds.
And re-roll for the armor.
Okay, so that's you only take 1 wound from the fireball as it explodes all around you.
I think I rolled an 8. God, did I roll an 8? Yes, I did. He said I rolled an 8.
Oh yes, you're spending 3 power points. Okie dokie.
Hello, Gorham. It's me, Dondrad.
Okie dokie. That brings me down to Alib, who is going to bolt Rannick for diving out the fireball. And failed to cast it, so that cost me 1 power point. But you're up.
No, he cast it. It just missed.
No. Oh, yes, he did. Sorry. No. Yeah. Oh, hang on. No, it didn't miss. Then I saw the 3.
No, but I'm wearing a cloak of displacement.
Oh, of course. Fair enough.
He cast it, so it cost him the full power points, but it didn't hit me.
It cast it, so it cost him the full power points, so that cost him 2 power points, not 1 power point. Apparently, the bennies must flow according to Mr. MacD.
Hurrah!
So okay, quick question.
You missed the proposal, Michael. Yeah, quick question.
A quick question. What will the effect of this firewall be on an arrow flying through it?
Is it a magical arrow?
Flaming arrow?
Oh, it's definitely magical, yeah. But still.
Hey, hardness, magical items. There is a. And of course that does. I do wish the index was correct. Were they printed? We're breaking things instead then. Breaking things, page 130. You know what? I don't care. Go for it. It's
okay. I figured as much. I just was curious. So
logic. I mean, if it was D20, there would be rules for it. And I have a rule. If I can't find it if I think I'm slowing down the game, looking up a rule, I don't care anymore. So go for it.
That's reasonable. And you said he is an evoker / fire person.
Cleve of again. Closing his window. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Sorry, hang on. Sorry, his contingent. I didn't kick in his contingency. Because you wounded him last term, didn't you?
We did.
You did. So he's got his contingency spell kicks in. So actually, after that arrow hit him, he changed. So he now looks like he's made of stone. He's a wizard. He's got quite a few spells. So let's say yes. He's casting evocations, isn't he? So he's an evoker. Yes,
okay.
basically.
Yep, the evoker works. In
Jelsa
that case, I will shoot my main arrow at him.
Jelsa teleported through the firewall.
He's too far away. No, that's not
find
acceptable.
Rannick kneeling down, handing a ring to
go.
Dondrad, and she assumed it was a proposal.
Oh, bloody hell! He's a bloody statue!
Oh, you really are racking up the bennies today, sir, aren't you? I will give one to Dondrad as well.
We're having to stand there next to him.
22 points of damage. That's good. Yeah, so yeah.
Guys are statues?
Well, yeah, he just cast stone skin, so he's turned into stone. He's now a statue, isn't he?
With his with the GM's his last Benny and the GM's out of Benny's, I'm afraid he completely soaks that. Actually, the AP6 should be longer.
Stone skill will do that. That's all good. Snookums is running up and slides to a stop right before the firewall, and kind of looks at it like, Really? I'm supposed to go through this. He looks over his shoulder at me, and he just kind of is trying to decide if he wants to actually go through that.
It makes perfect sense. He's not stupid, he's Snooks. Dondrad!
Dondrad, right. I shall go
I'm
there.
an idiot. I'm a complete bloody barbarian.
Oh, interesting. Hmm. I was thinking about casting sweep on Rannick, but I won't because I need the points. So powers.
Interesting, if you had cast sweep on Rannick, he'd have to hit you.
No, I could cast it on, and then he'd have to step forward. I'd be out of it.
No, if you sweep, he has to.
It's everybody within reach.
Aye. Aye, but I could cast it and run away.
Oh yes, you could do that. I agree.
Yeah, if I did a sweep from here, I'd hit both of them and you and Jelson.
So what we're going to do is we're going to lose the plot, run up there, do a wild attack on the statue.
Yay.
Because it's a bloody statue, and we will use the going to get -1 to hit on it now. Right, we're going to use the wrong weapon. We're not going to use a proper weapon. We're going to use the Maul of Statue Bane, which is psychological issues, clearly.
Okay. Unfortunately, not being a contract, he doesn't get the extra. He doesn't get the extra damage.
It's my phobia. Leave me alone. It's my phobia. I hate statues. You can take that and have that and one of them as well.
Indeed, Aruni. Okay. So yeah. So he takes a wound, as I have no bennies left to soak. Stone chips fly off his body. Fair enough. Arena. Oh, Jelsa just pips you to the post.
With a Joker.
Yeah,
With a Joker giving everybody bennies.
Benny back. I got my Benny back. Well, I'll spend for selective here.
Your effect expired because of that, because I forgot to extend it. Powers.
Wow, it looks like it fixed that. First one unharmed. Ah! I'm going to Benny the second one. Crap damage today.
Okay. Unharmed, and unharmed. Yeah, wait a sec. Irina, you're up. Or down, or left, or right, depending on where you feel.
Oh, look, I move. Where's
One inch less than you moved before.
How? I rolled the same every time. How is 6 + 2 7?
Base 5. You'd be getting away with an extra space because I had forgotten to.
Well, there you go then. One less.
No. You're fine. You get to go 7 now. What I'm saying is, historically, get to there. Gee, you did miss a trick there, didn't you? You're an Earth
Could have
element.
just burrowed underneath.
Yes. That is why a few moments ago I said I'm so bloody stupid.
Yeah, for the record, it's only just occurred to me.
Yeah, I figured it out.
But maybe Arena wouldn't have thought to do that because Arena isn't actually an Earth elemental.
Also, Arena didn't know where the action was.
Point. It is a fair point. Don't get me wrong. It's a fair point. Right, you're up.
Right, Rannick is going to vault over behind those two. And Cup friend attacking them both seems like a good idea.
It's just nice. I could have had him spamming himself again and again and again. Actually, he hasn't got enough power points to do that. Okay, so you don't hit line.
I'd like to re-roll because I can re-roll misses.
What, on constructs?
Which one did I miss?
Khalib.
Exactly.
I'm joking about the construct. It's a statue, mate. Went right over your head, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It would not go over my head. I would reflexively grab it. So on my re-roll, I hit the other way around. Never mind. I'll just have to stick with that then. So I've hit the construct, but I did move 4 inches, so I get by Rhino Hide damage. And he's a transmuter, isn't he?
Give me a transmutation
evoker.
spell. Is it evoker?
He's an evoker, is he?
I'm just trying to think if he's got any. He's got abjuration spells. He's got evocation spell. He's a wizard. He's an evoker more than anything. I would say it doesn't list him any. It doesn't list him as any of them, but I've already ruled he's an evoker, so he is an evoker.
He's an evoker, okay, but he is still a favoured enemy.
Yeah, he's humanoid.
I'll go with that. That went against Khalib too, not Khalib.
That's okay, doesn't it? That's okay, isn't it? How does it?
I think it does.
Why?
Because I wanted to hit Khalib, but never mind. I'll take Khalib too. That's fine. I've got rid of the clone. That's fine.
You get to hit both of them, don't you?
No, anyway, I don't.
You hit both of them.
I didn't because
he got 1 hit and 1 miss with both attacks.
Oh, yeah. I see.
But what I wanted to do was keep the one where I got the raise, which that one then did the damage on the one that I didn't get the raise.
I see. Yes, I didn't realize I didn't do it. I didn't cancel the attacks. Are you happy? I put apart from that, I can put back in if you want, but
no, I'll just swap the damage over to the other guy, and that's fine. Oh no, you've already removed him from the map, haven't you? Yeah. Leave it as it is. That's absolutely fine. Dondrad can finish off the stone one.
To be brutally honest, actually, that's the better of the two outcomes because that kills that guy outright. It wouldn't have done much to the other one, if that makes sense. So tactically speaking, you've killed a spellcaster instantly. That makes sense. Yeah. So I think I was obviously subconsciously trying to do it in your favour.
Obviously.
What I will do is I'll turn off the phobia penalty as a compromise. How's that?
That's fine.
He has still got his stone skin though. I think you ought to remind him after he spent all these bennies just this last time, Randy.
You do know that this guy's probably evil, and you can use Smite Evil and get a free reroll when you're attacking things that are evil because you're a paladin and you can Smite Evil.
If you declare it. I think we silenced him with shock there.
And you can do that 5 times per combat encounter, can't you? Novice, seasoned, veteran, heroic, yeah, 5 times per combat encounter.
All right, roll for damage.
So nearly an 11.
That made up for it. That was an 11.
It did, didn't it?
That made up for it. That's a wound. Okay, Khalib takes another wound. Puts Khalib on 3 wounds. Next. Mr. Dawn of the Dread. It's Bert! Groot's in the way, so it's going to be a little tricky to get past him. And check. Moving. Oh, poor me.
Bert is going to come over here and stand at this corner,
Tricky.
which just gets him into short range. Excellent.
Oh, nicely done. That's a hit with a raise. To be honest, he'd run out of power points. He's actually more dangerous in hand to hand, but because no, you'd got there, you could be quite nasty. Okay. Technically speaking, that is the end of the combat. It takes about another 12 seconds and the wall of fire goes down. Yeah, I will unlock the tokens. Get rid of.
Missed it, haven't
Aye.
I?
Is it?
Right.
So is there anybody else
you're
hiding in
just
the room?
time. It's time for cleanup.
Is there anybody hiding
That's
in the room?
not
with the
another
ping-
bloody bedroom, is it?
That's where the ping pong table is, isn't it? No.
Oh,
Let's
ping
try-
pong. What the hell's ping pong? Is that some dwarven game?
This triangular table is empty, save for a golden bed strewn with exotic furs, silks, sheets, long shelf. I can't speak now.
Sorry, what was that? It's got what now?
We've all got FG con fatigue. We can't speak.
Well, that and the fact every time I try and start the room description, you'll start talking over me, and with that pesky role playing stuff. Shush. This triangular room is empty, save for a golden bed strewn with exotic furs and silk sheets. A long shelf above the bed holds nearly 24 leather-bound books.
Yeah, Rini, that's your room. You might want to be a bit smaller before you go in. Meanwhile, I suppose I best check this bugger, see if he's got out interested on him.
I was just thinking that. He does, actually.
Here, Stunty. What this is magic? I'm guessing staff with glowy thing on end is magic. Bet this fancy necklace is. It's got to be.
Okay, unfortunately, the plan worked. You know what? It doesn't actually tell me what those books are. So I'll worry about changing shape. Okay. Right, what was that occult roll for?
To answer his question.
You don't need an occult roll to
What's
know
the
that stuff is
staff
magic,
do?
but that'll tell you what one of the things does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were asking me what the wobbly statue does.
Okay, yeah, but I said I bet this staff's magic.
Yeah.
See, Snooks can tell me.
So is it?
Huh?
So this.
Yeah.
You're doing the staff
Yeah,
first,
Snooks
are
makes,
you?
makes an untrained arcane check on the bracers.
Hang on.
Let's
What I'm going to do then is I'm going to cast Nature's Ally when Snook comes over and kind of paws at it and goes. So I said, what was that, Snooks? Just say it again. Oh, right, it does that, does it? Well, do you know how about any of the rest of it?
Bookcase.
I thought he said.
I can talk to Snook. Just Snook's nose.
Can you understand what you can say? Because all I can hear is don't play with matches.
I thought he also said look both ways before crossing the road.
There you go. There you go.
Matches, never touch. They can hurt you very much.
There you go. I have one answer to that.
Death awaits you.
Your Staff of Defense doesn't have any description in it.
That's for me.
It does now. It didn't before.
Yeah, it doesn't when it's not ID, does it?
It's what it said. Staff of Defense. I clicked on it. Obviously, I hadn't loaded that bit in yet.
I haven't loaded that bit in yet.
And the magical ring has yet to be.
The magical ring is
Probably a Sihedron ring, isn't it?
It is. I didn't realise I hadn't ID'd it.
Well, this lot's fancy.
Nobody
Yeah.
else wants it. Snooks would love to have those bracers of armor. I mean, that's why Snooks was over there pawing at him in the first place. He knew what it was.
What's a contingency?
It's the
It's a
thing that
ninth-
lets you trigger a spell later.
It's a 9th level.
Ooh.
It's a 9th level spell in D20, D&D, and Pathfinder.
Okay.
I don't know how you players get to do contingencies, but bad guys. Obviously, there was a contingency spell in place by in D20. So
Hmm.
high level spell. In theory, it should exist. It's a legendary spell. What I would argue, I suspect, we could always make it up. The idea is you'd cast that spell plus the spell you wanted it to have the contingency of. When the specifications of the spell occur, that spell would trigger. Waits until then, and the way I would rule that one would be the way I'd rule that is you don't get those power points back until the contingency.
I seem to recall there might be something like that in the Advanced Player's Guide, but I'd have
Could
to
well be.
spend some time looking it up.
Yeah, I haven't really. I've obviously I've deliberately not looked at the Advanced Player's Guide because I'm too busy talking the fantasy.
Well, if no bugger else wants it, quite fancy that, says Rannick, grabbing the amulet.
And you want to give the braces to Snooks, don't you?
I already have one of those amulets.
I'm going to put Snookums there. I know he can't take him, but I'm going to put him there because Snookums is having those. So what do we have to do to get braces?
I didn't see what the amulet does. Oh, natural armor. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so Schnookums has braces. Braces gives him.
Please tell me that when
he's already got bracers of minor armor, according to my inventory. So
yes,
upgrade those to major and more.
He lost the effect, so.
Please tell me that when the braces of armor get put onto Snook, because they're magic and they reform, he now has armor like Battle Cat. They
probably look like shin guards on him, to be honest, don't they? Okay, so there's some dust. There's a golden ivory statuette. There's a spell book. Oh dear, did I not notice? Oh no! Look, it's a spell book, and I have put all the spells in.
Yeah.
Look at that. I thought I did because every time I see the words when I see a spell book, I go, "Oh crikey, did I miss one?" I went back.
You go, no.
I went back through every single adventure and put all the spells in the spell books. I don't think Irina needs that spell book. She's got every spell under the sun. In fact, she has, because I know she got that spell book that had every power in. But anyway. Right. Moving on. You going to take any of the rest, or shall I just sell it?
Well, Brannick isn't overly keen on anything else that's there, but others might be.
That staff of defense, it's got to be Bert or me because it's faith powered.
Well, Joseph can use it. You just have to trigger it with smarts.
Yeah, smarts or faith. I can't imagine.
Bert will go ahead and take the Wand of Dispel.
Okay. You'll have to use smarts rather than spellcasting, won't you? You want me to sell the
I
rest then?
think. Well, no, I mean it's still spellcasting.
No, because Joseph's gonna slip the gemstone dust into her.
That took longer than expected. I really was expecting that to have disappeared into your bag sooner.
Okay, I'll grab the staff of defense because it's too good to throw away.
I don't really bother looking at spell books anymore. I don't think there's any spells I have.
Not until Kev puts the advanced player's guide in, then there'll be a few more.
Yeah, Bert's already walking around with the staff of healing, so.
Okay.
Whereas if you get magic shoes, presumably you've got the heal of staff.
Oh, joy, I've just seen
It's great like this at being 18th level. It's like nice, you've got your bags you're holding, and every time you start a fight, like, hang on 5 minutes, I've got it here somewhere. Like, break through your handbag.
See, that's
hang
why you
on.
want this Andy Appersack, because you don't have to root through it. You just think for what you're after, and it's the thing at the top.
Aye.
I have just seen another room that's missing. It's short. He's in. Room it is. It is room. Okay, so open that back up. Key locations. So that is that room missing. And there was another couple of rooms I realised were missing that aren't there. Oh yes, I've got to create entries for those. Okay, back to where we are. Right, back to where we are. So I don't believe you'd finished. Well, yeah. So I've unlocked tokens. You're free to roam again.
Well, weren't there some books? Oh,
It's there's no description of what the books are.
okay, fine. Then obviously they're utterly.
Make sure. Hang on. Thebes quarters books. No description of what the books are whatsoever.
Can I then walk up this corridor, opening every door in turn?
Be my guest.
You know what? There's an awful lot of bloody bedrooms here.
Assuming could be.
Okay, well, there are giants living here. They're bloody big cupboards.
Hang on. Right, I'm just gonna. Oh, bloody hell! Stop moving a sec, guys. Sorry. There you go. You can move again now. I was just trying to put a lighting effect in.
Well,
and I'm going to talk.
We have left quite a lot of corridor behind us to explore as well.
We have,
Okay.
yes. There's all up here and
engage phobias on Dondran and Running. 24 tall golden statue of Karzok, Runelord of Greed, stands in the southern portion of this chamber. His hands before him as if they had once held an object between them.
bloody bastard Thessalonian bastard statues again, and this time it's that bastard Karzok.
Also comes running up behind, but that's a pretty statue. Look at all that gold.
Ain't gonna be a pretty statue for long, I tell you that.
Why? Because Jels's going to peel all the gold off.
A brazier stands before the statue, plumes of smokeless fire churning inside it. North of the statue stands a stone pagoda-like structure, a single opening in its southern face revealing two smaller statues of Karzog within, on either side of the 20-foot-long sarcophagus bearing the likeness of the Runelord on its lid. Cancelling your moves for reasons. To the west,
Bloody hell.
a massive pair of golden double doors shimmer behind the hazy screen of golden energy.
Is the west in front of me?
West?
Yes.
Oh. That's what I thought.
I'm guessing that's the pagoda thing.
Hello. There's something to hit. Yay!
Well, all I can say is at least it's a pagoda and not a gazebo, because if we had statues in a gazebo, I'd be buggered.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
we really would.
So,
They're dreadful. Apparently, I'm about to fight Tony the Tiger's evil bastard son. I don't
okie dokie. So it's a multi-eyed bear-like creature with a serrated tail and additional insectoid claws protruding from its back like bristly wings.
It's sharper than the average bear.
Well, be careful it doesn't hit you, because then you get a boo-boo.
Just need to check something here. So, okay, so that's what I thought would happen. So I do need to do that as well. Okay, as you come bounding into view, it roars in what definitely sounds like pleasure, and advances towards the party. Jelsa, you're up, making a
Can you imagine all those bear jokes and he didn't give you a penny? He's only sticking to the bare necessities.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
And Jelson's gonna have to run to even catch up. So
This encounter is no.
or teleport. But 14's better than a
well,
teleport. So
I wouldn't teleport just to because I got to get up there to see what the hell's going on.
Take him. Bellowing came from that pagoda to the north. West of you.
And she still can't really see much of anything because of line of sight. So she go, Granny, what's the deal here?
Rini said it's some kind of earth insect.
You can't maintain the smite power on
Oh,
Bert. I
bugs.
should have turned that off long ago, and I didn't notice Bert still had it. So my mistake. So he benefited of it from that last fight. Don of the Dread.
Cannot maintain the power then, no?
No, it expired 2 fights ago. I forgot to cancel it.
2 fights ago. Pretty big oversight.
11. Right, so hang on. So what's the fuss?
Fair.
I still see no fuss.
You can hear the fuss. It's roaring like a bear.
Well, why don't Irina just charge it? Don't think about it. Just do it.
I'm going to.
It's
Crikey, it's the second round. It's only on the king.
From the reverberations around the place, you estimate this bear-like creature must be at least 35 feet tall.
Anyway, moving on. Irina, +1 to your next action.
Marina, you're next. Are you
Just
advancing
follow the
towards the
advice.
35
Just charge
foot tall
it.
bear?
Don't think about it.
Dice. I'm going
Hate you
to anyway.
today.
They really do. In combat, I have not rolled higher than a 3 until
Till the 13.
to get use a Benny to. Yeah.
Okay, it roars in pain.
There are statues in here.
Bloody bastard, bloody statues.
It unshakes. It's a limited action. Okay. 4. Okay.
Oh, where'd those things come from?
They just all stepped out through portals and appeared appeared in the room.
And said, "What do you want to do then?" I don't know. What do you want?
I need you to make a vigor roll, please, Arena, at -2.
What?
As it stares at you.
I find it very discombobulating.
Hmm.
Yes, I really do.
Dear. Yes, I'm afraid you do. You are stunned as you are paralysed by its gaze.
Does that mean Arena's now blocking the door as well?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
technically
friendly.
speaking.
But you're also a
Technically.
large stone elemental.
So you can go between its Arena's legs.
Right.
I would argue. Once per day, can use this ability, or it doesn't say it's an action. Oh, hang on. Fantasy companion. I'm going to treat that as a gaze attack, and I think it's actions. That's its 2 actions because I gave it 2 actions, so it didn't. I chose the 2 actions and it didn't need to roll for. Okay, what I'm then going to do is I'm just going to. I know it's technically your go, Rannick, but I'm just going to fudge things. We know how the combat tracker sulks when I start trying to add things in. What I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to give the stuff I've just summoned the same card artificially, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Be easy, except once I've added it, I can't see the card anymore.
But you can go into the
just
normal deck.
I could just use all. I could just But what I'll do is I'll just use the jacks. Is what I'm saying. As long as I give all the jacks from the main deck, I'm not using the combat deck. It will still give me the same effect of being able to add them all in. So the Jack of Spades will advance on Dondrad, and will of ruin. That sounds fun. Any number can spend their entire turn performing the Dance of Ruin, taking no other actions.
Can't we have them perform the Dance of Shame instead?
The Dance of Ruin for 2 consecutive turns. Yeah, okay. It takes 2 consecutive turns. Against you lot, they're not going to live that long. I'm just going to claw right. I'm just going to... causing a wound on Dondrad, and then what it does in pleasure, what it does. Oh no, it's a limited action, so I won't do it on that one because I'd have to do the multi-factor penalty into that. Dondrad's taken a wound if he wishes to attempt to soak it, which he does. Beautifully done, Mr. Dondrad, sir. This rock here will attack Arena. And damaging. That's a very dodgy 6. Did you see there? It looked very cocked.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 wound.
Bloody hell.
1 wound, but that's not bad, is it? 28 points of damage is 1 wound.
Yeah, that isn't bad. To be
You can soak it even though you're stunned.
fine.
Which you do, no problem at all. Rock number 4 is going to advance to here. And as its limited action,
Ow.
it screeches. You don't have to roll because you're already stunned, Arena, but everyone else under the area of effect needs to make a vigor roll or be stunned.
Is it a power?
It is. No, it doesn't say it's a power. It's just screeching very loudly.
Rannick screeches back.
Oh, and is it a fear effect? No.
No, it just stuns you. Okay, I'm not going to use that card because I won't use that innate ability. Just because they got jacks. They didn't actually get jacks, they were summoned on jacks, and that's the same thing as. Okay, so I imagine that unless it explodes ridiculous amounts, arena's okay. So sorry about that, Running. Now it's your go.
Right. Rannick will stride over this way, saying as he goes, "Right, you bunch of bloody demons. As a duly designated representative of the city of Sandpoint, Magnimar, and the country of New York, I order you to cease any and all supernatural activity and return forthwith to your place of origin or to next convenient parallel dimension."
Okay. You got 9 bennies, but it's probably worth one. But you got bennies and me, so I shall award you a benny, but you won't get to use them all, I'm sure.
No, I probably won't. And then I'm going to activate Frenzy, which I'll pop on after I've done the rolls because it's quicker. Well, I think I'll use a Benny on that then.
Sorry, guys, got to go to work. See you next time.
See you later.
Oh, I was going to ask you a
Have a
question on
good
the way out. Has she gone?
No, they're still here.
I've just written down the coolest note I've ever done in the game. Belladonna is ultimate. Will there be Jabberwocky?
I only heard the last part of that. Could you say that again?
It says, I've written down a note and it says, Belladonna is ultimate. Will there be Jabberwocky?
Is that about me possibly running the Wonderland No More camp?
Yes. Because now you're ultimate.
Jabberwockies are in there.
I like that. I tried to run it once, but my entire group of players, none of them have ever read Alice in Wonderland. It's because 13 to grow up.
Well, now I've got a fancy proper. I might actually do it at some point, and you'd be very welcome to join Camp Mortal.
Oh, I'd love to, but whether I'd get the chance is another matter.
There you go. That took 6 bennies to get 1 hit.
The boss thinks I'm role playing too much already, but I would definitely take you up on the. Okay, roll the damage.
I did. I got a wound.
Okay, so you took it. Took your 6 bennies, but you did kill. It incapacitates the rock. That brings us to birds.
Well, we got a birdie here that's making too much noise. I'm going to set him up for Snooks with a little arrow to start off with.
Okay. To hit. Pardon me. Shakes it. Oh, you did set it up. Shaken rock.
And then I'll move over so I can kind of get a little better line of sight into that room. Now Snooks will come up here and finish the bird.
He moved up and then shot back.
Zoomies.
Oh no, we've definitely got to Benny that.
It's his last Benny.
Yeah, but you've already done 4 wounds to him, so you don't dare do too much more to him today.
No, I did. Splat. Gondrad got a joker. Oh dear. One of the Varoks got a jack. Naturally. Conrad got a joker.
I can support a bigger roll, can't I?
Why not?
Why not?
As long as you can come up with a way you can do it.
I don't think you can. Oh no, vigor is a trait roll, isn't it? So yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. I'm going to go to there to try and draw some fire. And then I'm going to roll faith as a support roll for Irina to recover from being stunned.
I've got an even better one for you than I've got an even narrative better one for that. Obviously, you're using a cantrip to bolster her immune system.
Now I'm grumpy. I'm going to chastise her.
Okay, fair enough.
He's a dwarf.
Why is my
turned into a large lump of stone? He's pointing out where the cracks are.
The dice froze there. Did you see that? +1.
No, I didn't.
In fact,
+1 on Arena gets +1. Okay.
On a recovery roll.
I will factor that in when it happens.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to Benny that because I've got a joker.
You do indeed.
Still got a +1.
No, I still got a +1. Bloody statues.
Okay, which one? Okay, this. Okay, so now I need to draw a small burst template. Okay, so that does. Okay, so what's going to happen is this creature Brox here is going to literally walk past the stunned, walk past the stunned arena, get to there. And fortunately, as it's doing that, these strange. It releases a cloud of spores. Okay. I'm going to deal with this bit first then.
Sure.
It releases a cloud of spores, which means that Dondrad, who's already acted this round, is vulnerable, distracted, takes a point of fatigue. Arena is already distracted, already stunned. That's the same as being vulnerable anyway, isn't it? Does take a point of fatigue. And then Dondrad, before it can screech, I'm going to say the spores are an innate thing, but obviously before it can, you can see it's breathing in for a good loud screech. But you get to jump up the combat tracker.
Okay, so as it breathes in for a big loud screech, Radek runs forward.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to do a wild attack.
Yeah. I should point out that as you get there, you notice that vines are growing out of Dondrad's and Irina's bodies.
Vines, eh?
Vines.
Well, that's not good. In which case, I will. I've got frenzy, so I would like to split my attacks. One on the Vrock demon, and one on Dondrad on the vines that are. Are they growing out of them, or are they grabbing them?
I mean, to be honest, I think the description is when a Vrock's action card is a Jack or higher, it releases a cloud of spores. All non-Vrocks in a small blast template centered on the Vrock are vulnerable, distracted, and fatigued as vines grow from their bodies. So I think they stop growing next round anyway. But...
Right, in which case I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to chop the vines. Even if they were growing out of them, I wouldn't. If they were grabbing them, so okay, I'll be somewhat disconcerted by that. But
it does
I will
sound
just
like they're growing out the body, but I think the idea is they grow out and probably drop out, and understandably that is very distracting, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah. So I will just attack that Vrock twice, but I'm going to wild attack. And because it sounds cool, as it's opening its mouth to screech, I want to stab it down the throat.
Cold shotting it then to the head?
I'm going to cold shot to the head, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Wild attack and cold shot to the head. Wild attack is on. And then -4 to hit. That'll work. So +4 for the headshot, +4 for the rhino hide.
I think it might be dead.
So yeah, as it opens its mouth to scream, I shove my spear down it and then flick it up and over my back so it lands at Snooks' feet.
Okie dokie. At which point the demon flies over Arena's stunned body and lands.
Well, you're an ugly bastard, aren't you?
Which reminds me, actually, I've got to do something. We are on combat turn 2. Is rather. Up later. I always make this mistake of clicking things I shouldn't when I want to do something. Spinny, spinny, spinny blue circle. Spinny, spinny, spinny blue circle. When the combat tracker was really, really fast, you had to rewrite all the code to make it compatible with RPG, and it got slower. Okie dokie. What's he got? He's got first strike, which doesn't matter. Got improved frenzy, so he's going to take a multi-action penalty and make a frenzied attack. He's going to make a frenzied attack on Dondrad, trying to bite him, missing both times. While he's doing that, the pincers that are on his back make a frenzied attack on you, Rannick, missing both times. That gets us to Arena, who critically fails her stun check. So that +1 bonus, I'm afraid, doesn't make any difference.
It was a good idea, though. I thought we could make
it was a good idea. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was a very good idea. Okay, well, likewise, this rock's just going to fly over the top of Arena, land there, and screech. Vigor rolls, please. Demons are immune to it, so the demon doesn't have to worry about it. Dondrad is stunned. Currently. Do you want to Benny it, Mr. Don of the Dread? Those
that's
vines
with the
growing
Joker
out
bonus as well.
Yeah, that's the vines growing out of you, I'm afraid, isn't it?
Right, aye, is it stunned?
Dondrad is stunned, I'm afraid to say. Okie dokie.
Down I go.
Jelsa, your turn.
Well, Jelsa hasn't had a lot of luck with her own magic today. And she don't care about these damn screamy things. They're annoying, but they haven't been really bothering her. But that big thing looks like it's trying to kill Rannick. And he's got a wedding to go to. Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, that's a point of fatigue upon the Jelsa as her spell backfires. As her wand backfires.
Not a spell, it's a wand.
Sorry, it's a wand, so you don't take the fatigue. However, basically it still takes up a charge of the wand. That should be an image link to the demon. It's a miniature version of it, but it gives you an idea of what it looks like.
Yeah, that's kind of freaky.
But you're up.
Where can I get me?
I shake the wand, going, what the hell now? I hate this place.
Well, Snooks and I did a pretty good double team last time. Let's see if we can do it again.
That's a hit with a raise upon the rock. I don't think Stux is going to have to hit it this time. No. Stux probably gives you a dirty look.
Sorry, buddy. I got a little carried away that time.
Big thing's still there.
Yeah, but it's a big thing. Snooks is going to... Snooks is going to pounce.
Okie dokie.
Got to dag-nab it.
Okie doke. Okay, the doors kick open. This will be the cliffhanger. Don't spend bennies to recharge because basically we're mid-fight. So next week.
Well, Snooks has to roll his damage still. Hang on.
Yeah, be my guest. Sorry, I didn't realize. I didn't realize it. I didn't notice it said hits. I do apologize.
I forgot to target. That was my fault.
Oh, okay. Unharmed. And for the second roll, shaken. Not bad.
And Snooks will kind of look at his paws and shake it like Jess has been doing with her wands.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So, as I say, the doors fly open, and
Dun dun dun.
I don't actually.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
We can't see the NPCs. I think I forgot to turn them on, didn't I? There we go. There's some giants, and I think.
And a lady with a ponytail.
Yeah, I suppose you could call her a lady. She's only a lady from the waist up. Lower half, I believe, is a lion, but
How speciesist of you.
She's obviously a female lamia. Yeah, top half of a female, bottom half is a lion. I seem to recall. Game. I've managed to break the con. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's worth waiting for the image if the Fantasy Ground stops sulking. Though it might just be about to crash before I actually get to last year. Blessing in disguise. Okay, it's definitely a bit sulky these days. Responding. See what happens. Yeah. See him. Okay. I think my Fantasy Grounds has decided to pause forever.
Yeah.
Pathfinder Savage campaign, so I'll just
Awful lot of effects on most Hyceoptera then.
No, it's not that. It's not actually adding it to the combat track. It was me she's finally opened. It was just me trying to open it. Yeah, she's got an awful lot of abilities and everything. So door opens, some giants and a lamia. Don't think she counts as humanoid, I'm afraid.
Probably not.
17. I really wish.
I think she counts as a monstrous humanoid though, and they're also things I'm good against.
Evil monstrous humanoid, aren't you lucky? She's a Lamia Harridan cleric. Magic. Strange. Okay, background magic and not background cleric. Okay, that's very interesting. So what she's going to do is I think it's because it's really in keeping with what's going on today. Is a large burst template centered there. And basically there's an implosion and then explosion there. There's a shockwave a deafeningly loud shockwave passes past all of you, potentially stunning you all. Let's vigor rolls again. I didn't get the raise. Straightforward vigor rolls will be stunned.
But she is one of my favourite enemies, so I get +4 to resist.
Don't fail this, because that's the whole party down.
I think I'm okay.
Everyone's okay. That's fine. Stun costs 2 power points, so I'll put that in. And then the first Warden of the Wind will march forwards to there. Second Warden of the Winds will march forwards to there. Third Warden of the Winds will march forward to there. And that's where we shall leave it. Any power points you spend, you don't get back until this fight ends next week. It is, I should say. We're mid-fight.
So we can't recover our power points?
You can.
But you
spend
can.
Bennies. Yes, you can. But the point I'm making is any bennies you spend now, I'm not resetting bennies until after this fight ends next week.
Oh, you meanie.
I did say that.
He said that about 5 minutes ago.
Yes. I did say that 5 minutes ago. So by all means, spend bennies to regain power points. But bear in mind, I'm not doing a Benny reset mid-fight. This is a cliffhanger, so the fight continues next week. When the fight concludes, I'll reset your bennies. Which will leave it there.
No bennies and 2 party members down. Dun, dun, dun.
It could be interesting. We shall see what happens.